Princess Anne to quit, to retire, to remove herself? My favourite royal? To do that? Oh no, let me explain. Morning, how are you? By the way, can I thank you for your lovely comments regarding the situation with the banks in the video that I posted. Yes, a lot of you said in the comments, and this is a great thing, chums, about sharing information. A lot of you said it doesn't happen to you, and I'm sure it doesn't. But do check your bank, because it does happen to many of us. And again, you know, it's a sort of thing, they just try and bamboozle you, particularly if you're like me, you have scant interest in the small print of things, and you come and think, oh, right, yeah. And even when you go into the bank, they're very, very unclear, you know, when they talk about transfers and you say, is there a charge? Oh, only a small one. And then you find out it's not a small one at all. So do check everything, but thank you for your support on that. It's good to share with others, and then at least we all know, don't we, what, you know, whether we should be looking or not. Always good, as I say, to get these stories out there. This one though, well, yes, could bring a tear to my eye. The brilliant Princess Royal, Princess Anne, the hardest working royal, 100%. Yes, you don't need to ask that question, do we? A woman who simply just does it because she enjoys it. It's part of a dedicated life of service. And let's not forget, last year she had an horrific time when she had the horse accident through no fault of her own. One of those fluke moments, you know, that really, you know, the more you find out, you think, goodness, you know, you've always got to be on your guard, haven't you, necessarily with big animals around, things like that, because I don't think the horse did it deliberately. I think it was just a fluke moment. But of course, as she's pointed out recently, you know, she doesn't have too much of a memory of some of those things. Maybe she shut it out. Who knows? But this particular topic caught my eye, and I think it's one that we should share. And it just goes to show exactly the mindset of a hard worker like the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. She was asked recently, you know, about retirement, given, you know, the fact that she's of a, shall we say, vintage age. And I mean that nicely, Mum. We all are, right? So the thing is, she said, well, it's not the sort of job that you can retire from. The job retires you. And I thought this was an absolutely fascinating piece, because clearly she doesn't want to stop doing what she's doing, but we're all in the same boat, aren't we? It's whether we become incapacitated, whether it's hard for us to move around anymore, that sort of stuff. But she pointed out an interesting point. She said, as long as you're curious, interested, and want to get out and meet people and just see people generally and try and connect, why would you want to walk away from such a wonderful position of highlighting certain things that she does on a daily basis? And I thought we should, you know, the reason why I wanted to share this was it's a point that you could really share with everybody, because we all do that, don't we? Everybody wants to rush to retire you, but you've still got more to offer. Even if you work part-time, you work from home, or seemingly you just did a telephone service, like, you know, helping with a charity or something like that, you know? The thing is, her point is this: if you retire, the whole machinery stops. And she said that she has no plans ever to retire. And she believes, of course, her elder brother, His Majesty the King, would like to see her continue working for as long as possible. Now, there's one thing, sir, King Charles, that we thoroughly agree on. But it is a point to note, isn't it? So do take that on board, that I truly believe that Princess Anne has the right thing. Yes, she's lucky, she has good doctors, great food, good health, but it's the positive mindset that's the real key to me behind those particular stories. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.